Hello students, in the previous chapter we have looked at the broad classification of living organisms under the system proposed by R.H. Whittaker, that is in 1969, where he has suggested the five kingdom classification like Monera, Protista, Fungi, Animalia and Plantae. And in this chapter we will deal with the detailed further classification within the kingdom Plantae. So this kingdom Plantae popularly or commonly known as plant kingdom. Okay, now we know that several system of classification. So there are several system of classification like artificial system, natural system, phylogenetic system. Such different types of system of classification were introduced by the biologist, and today we have accepted phylogenetic system of classification where the living organisms are not classified living organisms are classified based on their evolutionary relationship. Okay, so just focus your attention on this system of classification as it is proposed by different scientists. Different scientists gave different system of classification, and the system of classification, it is broadly classified into three types. First one is artificial system, second is natural system, third is phylogenetic system. So today we are going to discuss the main characteristic feature or silent features of what is artificial system and what is its drawback, and what are the example of artificial, and what is the natural system of classification, and what is phylogenetic system of classification with an example. First, we want to know what is artificial system of classification, how we define artificial system, or what is artificial system of classification. So this system of classification, it is mainly depend on the gross superficial morphological character. So here gross means overall. The overall superficial means the external feature, means based on the morphological character and habit of the plant, color of the plant and shape and size of the leaves. So this classification mainly based on the gross morphological character as well as habit, color. So all these characters are taken into the consideration for the classification. Okay, so this system is known as artificial system. Remember the definition here. On what basis the classification is done? Based on their morphological characters like habit, color of the leaves, shape of the leaves. Either leaves may be small or the leaves may be broad, and the leaves may be simple or leaves may be compound. And depending upon the habit means where the plant grows, so where it is present, what is the habit, dwelling place of the plant, and what is the color of the leaves. So based on these morphological characters, the artificial system of classification is done. Okay, and the second point, this classification is also based on the vegetative characters. This mainly based on vegetative characters. Here it refers to like root, stem and leaf. Root, stem, leaf. So the characteristic features of vegetative characters of a root, stem, leaves are taken into the consideration for its classification. And even androecium character is also taken into the consideration for the classification, and this is called as artificial system of classification. Now what is the major drawback of this classification? Let us understand. Drawback also we can call, or demerit also. What is the demerit of this classification? This system of classification, it separates the closely related species and only few characters are taken into the consideration. So the major drawback is what? That this system of classification has considered only the few characters, not major characters, or majority of the characters, more characters are not considered for the classification. If you want to classify any organism, so several characters we consider, no? Likewise, but here only few characters are taken into the consideration for the classification. Hence, this is not acceptable. In addition to that, this system also gave, this system gave the equal weightage. Weightage means that is value. Weightage means value. So this system gives the equal value to the vegetative also sexual characters. So both vegetative as well as sexual characters value, the both have got the same value. So hence it is not acceptable. Okay, so both characters, vegetative as well as the sexual characters like androecium, gynoecium, that also, and even vegetative characters like root, stem and leaf, all the characters are taken into the consideration. Equal value is given to both the characters, that is vegetative as well as sexual characters. Hence, this is not acceptable, and usually these vegetative characters like root, stem and leaves, okay, so they are going to change. They are affected by naturally they are affected by the environment. They may change. Vegetative characters may change anytime because of the environmental conditions. They may change. It is their characters are not going to remain constant forever. So hence their characters may change. So this is going to affected by the environment. Hence this point is also not acceptable to classify the organism. So classify the plants. So the artificial system is failed because of these two reasons. The example is examples for this classification proposed by Carolus Linnaeus as well as Aristotle classification. These two persons have given the classification, that is artificial system. It is not accepted. Next comes a natural system of classification. Okay, so let us define what is a natural system of classification. So as the name itself indicates, it is based on the natural affinities among the organism. As the name itself indicates, it is the relationship between the organism based on the natural affinities. Natural affinities means what? Natural means the characters, either all characters, natural characters. The natural characters like organisms or plant, external character, internal characters. So not only in the earlier classification what we have seen, only the morphological characters. But here not like that. Here the external characters, morphological characters as well as internal characters, that is anatomical characters. Both the characters were taken into the consideration for the classifications. Okay, and this is called as natural system of classification. So let us know what is the meaning of external means what, internal means what. Here external means morphology and the internal features. The internal features means the internal characters like ultrastructure of the cell, anatomy, internal structure of the organism or the plant, and even the development of the embryo. Every aspect is taken into the consideration. The ultrastructure, that is the fine structure of the organism, internal structure, and anatomy of anatomy means internal structure of the tissues, and the development of the embryo also. Embryology deals with the study of embryo. Development of the embryo is called embryology. So here embryological characters are taken into consideration, and phytochemistry. Here phyto means plant, chemistry, and how the plant carry different reactions. Okay, so in plant also several reactions are going on. So here we consider the plant chemistry. So the plant chemistry also taken into the consideration for the classification. So here ultrastructure, embryology, anatomy, phytochemistry, all external as well as internal characters are taken into the consideration for the classification of the organism. So hence the system is called as natural system of classification. And the example given by George Bentham and Hooker, that is Joseph Dalton Hooker, these two persons have proposed the natural system of classification. So the example, these are the examples. Now coming to phylogenetic system of classification. Okay, so as in the beginning only I told, all the natural system we are not accepted, artificial also we are not accepted. because of their drawbacks. Whereas phylogenetic system today we have accepted completely. What is the meaning of phylogenetic system of classification? The definition is very clear. It is based on the evolutionary relationship. Evolution, as you know, evolution means change. Change, the gradual change in the organism is called evolution. So based on the slow gradual change in the organism from our ancestors to ancestor to the present organism, so the affinity or the change in that organism is known as phylogenetic system. So it is in a simple word, phylogenetic means it is based on the evolutionary relationship between the various organisms. As our human is also now Homo sapien we call. Earlier our ancestors were called as early man we call now. So likewise from monkey to man. So evolution took place. Likewise the relationship is called as evolution. No? Likewise this is not only with respect to human, with respect to all organisms, the evolutionary aspect we are considering. Hence this system is known as phylogenetic system of classification. Phylogenetic means based on the evolutionary relationship of a various organism. The best example for phylogenetic system is the classification proposed by R.H. Whittaker, that is 5 kingdom classification. He proposed now that 5 kingdom classification, that is from primitive organisms to advanced organism, from primitive to advanced organism, from kingdom Monera to kingdom Animalia, how the evolution took place. So he has given the classification, the detailed classification of a phylogenetic system only, that is from kingdom Monera, Protista, Mycota, Plantae, kingdom Animalia. So from lower to higher, how the evolution took place. So this all proposed by, this point is proposed by R.H. Whittaker only. So this is the example for phylogenetic system of classification. Similarly, one more scientist by name Engler and Prandtl system of classification. This is not given for your syllabus. So only R.H. Whittaker classification in detail we have discussed. So only this example you consider. Okay. So this is all about the system of classification under kingdom Plantae. So in the next forthcoming class, we will proceed towards the further classification, that is algae we are going to discuss in detail. So we will stop here.